When you need a quick win project for a last minute gift idea, or you just need a quick win in between larger projects, this headband is perfect for that. It works up quick with a bulky weight yarn and is easy enough for a true beginner. The step-by-step tutorial is coming up. I have this pattern written up for 3 different sizes: child, teen, and adult. Now I'm making the adult size, so 14 chains is the magic number for me, but if you want to make one of those other 2 sizes, you'll find the written instructions in the description. When you have the correct number of chains for the size you're working on, find the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet there. And make a single crochet in each remaining chain. Now you're probably noticing I'm working in the back bump of the chain. This is just a personal preference of mine. I do this because it creates a nice braided edge, but you can use any method you prefer. Okay, when you reach the end of your row, your work should look something like this, and believe it or not, that's as complicated as this pattern gets. You'll chain 1 and turn your work. And now to set yourself up for row 2, look at the top of that previous row and find the first V, or the first stitch, in this new row. Well, the leg of that V that's closest to you is called the front loop, and the loop opposite of that is the back loop. The back loop is where we want to work the single crochets from here on out, so we get a nice traditional single crochet ribbing for this pattern. Since the chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch for this pattern, that's why we're working in this first stitch, the one that's directly next to the chain. So the repeat for this row is to work 1 single crochet in the back loop only of every stitch. Now you'll always find the written instructions available on my website, but if you want to download or print a copy of the pattern, you can do so now as a B.Hooked Insider. Insiders can download B.Hooked patterns in PDF format, which is something I'm so excited about because it was so highly requested. Well, insiders also have a direct line of communication to me for pattern support, and they help guide the direction of future patterns and tutorials through our voting system. It's a really great way to sort of take the next step with B.Hooked, and of course to get access to some perks that nobody else has access to. If this sounds like something you're interested in, I would love to have you in the community, so check the link in the description below for more details about how to sign up. So at the end of the row, chain 1 and turn your work and keep going. You'll repeat what you did in row 2 for the remainder of the pattern until it reaches a certain length. You guessed it, the length is size dependent, so again refer to the written instructions to get the target length that you're going for the size you're working on. When you get to that point, it'll look something like this. Now this pattern has a ton of negative ease in it, so if you're looking at the measurement and thinking you did something wrong, you didn't. This stitch pattern stretches quite a bit, and we want it to have a lot of stretch to it for a snug fit, so we have a headband that stays on and actually keeps our ears warm. Okay, fasten off, leaving a tail that's about 8 inches long. And then thread that tail on your yarn needle. The assembly for this mystified me for a while, but it's actually really quite simple once I learned how to do it. Lay the headband flat and with each hand, pinch the edge so it's folded in half. Then bring those two ends together and stagger them so you have 4 sort of intertwined layers. Now take the yarn needle and seam along this edge. So I like to run the needle under both loops of each stitch in every single layer so the seam and resulting join will look as neat as possible. When you have it all sewn up, weave in both of the tails, and I'm just doing that along the seam, so I'm concealing the ends, but I'm also reinforcing the seam as well. When you're done with that, flip it right side out, and you're all set. That's all for now, friend. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around here until the end. I have so many fun fall and winter projects in the works. You won't want to miss it, so please stick with me and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already so you don't miss a stitch. Those little actions, subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things, they don't seem like they really do a whole lot, but they do. I read each and every one of them, and they're a tremendous help so I can continue to share this craft we both love. Also, I want to say a big thank you to my B.Hooked insiders. They're just absolutely crushing it and supporting me in all I do here with B.Hooked. Our latest insider is Maria. Maria, welcome, and thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and I couldn't continue doing this without you. Now, if you're not an insider and you would like to become one, I'll have a link in the description below so you can check that out and sign up. Happy hooking, and I'll see you in the next one.